you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. The Dome, home to the Orange in Syracuse University. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Clemson Tigers. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. So Clemson's offense will get the first crack at it here. We've had our eye on this guy for most of the season, and what a weapon he is. He is making a charge for the Heisman Trophy. And, David, I don't really think many would argue with it.
No, because it's been crazy. He's been the focal point of this offense, and he continues to deliver week after week. He's a superstar, putting up big numbers, carrying his team on his back. Jesse, that's a tough spot to do that for a whole year because of the physical pounding. It's been tremendous so far.
Yeah, can he keep it up is the question. And I think when I think back to the first half of this college football season, I think...
There he goes! And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Let's see what he can do with the return. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Syracuse's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Orange will have to punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Going to try to get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the ground with the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. Turning it on. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great 3rd down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Tigers will go for it here on 4th down. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? To the ground. He's got it again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Oh, they're after him. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So the intentional grounding call will be a loss of down, and now it's fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a gap. It's Hardy. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the air. It's Murphy. Here comes the heat. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown, at least for now. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here on fourth and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Clemson will come to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to run it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
14, Syracuse, 0.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Safe completion on the screen. There he goes. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. The Orange with a ton of options available on second and short. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Willis. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. To the air on first down. Under fire. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Back to pass, it's Locklear. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Under fire. And this is going to be incomplete on third. Syracuse will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Still on his feet at the 40. Oh, a lot of space. The 20. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll go to the ground. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the move, it's Willis. Creates a little room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They've got a first down here to open the period. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Locklear. Got it in the middle, it's Gill. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tremble. Guys, let's talk about Syracuse. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Hits him in stride inside the 10. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. Looking for the score. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he'll be brought down.
You know, in these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the third and goal.
Splits the uprights. Good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Wants to throw. It's Murphy. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, five-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often, and you get 5 stars for a reason, because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. And he's out of bounds just short of the goal line, but are they ever in business now?
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Right? The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. Now the play fake. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And here comes the punt team.
4th down coming up.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man.
And that was almost a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football. They are so lucky that they jumped on that ball and that their offense is now going to take the field, because that could have been disastrous.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that. Breaks into the open. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Got it in the middle, it's Gill. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Catch in the middle, it's James. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. And the Quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking for a man, it's Locklear. Gets it out fast. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Cuse! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
28, Syracuse, 10.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun to give, looking for room. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Runs through the tackle. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bring in the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dropping back, it's Murphy. He uncorks one deep. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. Oh, he missed it. No good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Gill. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Locklear. Finds his man, it's Cook. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Syracuse right back at it. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Syracuse will be forced to punt. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The give to the back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Takes a handoff. It's Hardy. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take the deep shot. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught over the middle. It's Ross. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Locklear. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Syracuse doing business in the red zone. Looking downfield on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. 2nd down now after the sack. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throw into the end zone, it's picked off. He's at the 40. The 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Clemson.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, turning it on. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. First down here for the offense. They want to run it left here. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Locklear. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Orange will have to punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. They'll run it from the gun. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the catch. It's Fleming. There he goes. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Bunch formation for these receivers. He's got him this time. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Coming out with it, it's James. And the returner is stopped. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. To the air, it's Locklear. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The give to the back. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll run the sneak for it. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Trying play action. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's got enough to give Syracuse the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Adams. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Leaves it with the back. And it's slipped out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He tries to take the top off. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Not 1, but 2 sacks on the day, and possibly more to come. Still time left in this football game, and this is a beatdown. You know all passes are coming. This offensive line better do a better job.
To the air, it's Crowder. Caught behind the line. It's Adams. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. The Orange trying to come up with an explosive play to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it on the move. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Using his legs, it's Adams. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. He wants it all. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Orange. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
On the option. He'll pitch it. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to West Virginia. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Crowder. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the catch. He was open on the crossing route, and instead they're facing a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT.
Breaks into the open. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Quick completion to the right. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
56, Syracuse. 24.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Just complete and utter dominance, and this one outplayed their opponent and took